All right, Wednesday, 9:30 Denver time. February 1st, 2017. Okay, I'm gonna run through currencies and that real quick. So yesterday I put out the quick afternoon video about the short covering rally and the pros selling into it. Basically, that's how I'm leaning right now, that the pros sold into this morning's rally. And basically kind of have a neutral stance here to FOMC with a slight lean towards the short side. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. The dollar has come back through, and bonds and stuff, they look pretty ominous bars, but I think they're going to be a-okay here. We're back to the reaction to the whole FOMC thing. All right, running through here is Aussie CAD back to the happy place. ADX is reset, 2-day bars, basically to stand aside for that one. Aussie Swiss looking for to buy into this thing, but this type of pattern here is usually bearish here. So possibility of it coming through the happy place here. Basically, it's the short side of Aussie looks pretty good, and you still have Swissy if things should fall apart. Bear flag here. I'm treating this on Aussie yen cross here. That's an ADX on here. No money flow on the currencies. I don't have volume. I do have RSI though here. So this is kind of we'll just say, since there was a lot of movement up here, bearish divergence here with the RSI. So something coming back through here. What's that? 85.15 or so on the pair. 85.55. Then back on down through the bottom here, and then down to 82.50. So it's good, about 300 pips lower. That's how I'm leaning, 300 pips lower on this one here. I think I have some coin left, right? So obviously New Zealand had turned here. Happy place is about 106, so that's about 200 pips higher here. Oh, is that right? 104. Where did the 106 come from? Oh, 104.6. Moving faster than my eyes. All right, so that's about 50 pips higher for right now. Like to see it kind of maybe go up to like 105 and a quarter here. Just kind of swing its way up. Make this kind of a longer channel. It should be going back and forth every day. Someone comes out with news, that kind of thing. AX is turning up here on this rollover, so possibly continuation. But this is Aussie Zlotny. Polish. No, I'll pass. Want to go short against this one here. The other one too, cotton looks like a pretty good short. I don't know if you guys play options. TOS won't let you buy put options. They're priced about, I think, $2 for in the money. So it's $1,000. Then I think you have a couple of weeks on them. I'll look at them later. Yeah, coming back through here. I'm looking at this Aussie Singapore dollar short side. So I'm leaning here. Regular Aussie, happy place, resistance. This is the ADX. Running out of room here. CAD, yen, sideways pattern for right now. On that side, it's both the CAD and the yen. Possibly a bear flag here on Swiss yen. Happy place is way up here. Euro odd. Got somewhat of a turn. Wouldn't mind buying some on a dip here. Add to longs, basically. Oh, you bugger. Euro CAD, same type of deal. Possibly inverted head and shoulders on here for the Euro CAD. I don't want that anyway. We're going to get whipsaw. We had some pretty good movement today. What are the odds that I think the highs are taken out today? I'm not leaning that that's going to happen here. We're kind of walking through butter here on the way down. Euro, want to buy some of that. This is Euro Swissy. Long some of that. Somewhat of, remember, 2-day bars inside so far. You know, does it go higher? Does it come down? I'll take some on a dip too. If they pegged it at 120 before and we're at 106, so then your target's 120. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. Staying in there for 1,400 pips. Yeah, it's not really 7 times, but your money, but roughly we'll say. That's the other thing too is as the euro gets stronger, buys more dollars, right? So 100 pips on a euro begins to change here when it's translated back into your base currency, which would be dollars here. This is back to the happy place. Where am I at? Am I flat? I'm short. I'll just flatten out. We'll just say I've had enough. We'll take it and go. We'll go someplace else. Take the money, put it in the corner. A break. You deserve a break today. All right, euro yen. This one looks like it is going to roll over here. That's how I'm leaning here, kind of a double top action, happy place, you know, having difficulty get through here. Euro, and this one's turning up. Here's the ADX turning up. RSI is getting oversold. They gobble some of this. I think they did. Long, yeah. There. Found a home. Basically just kind of buying in here on the lows here. Those green bars are supports, 2 supports. I suppose same thing here. This one's already moved though, right? Yeah. All right, 2 hour. Okay. What am I looking at? I want to buy back in here. Well, give it to me. I'll buy down in here. Working on a somewhat of a, we'll just say a slight inverted head and shoulders here. A couple of resistance levels here. I'm trying to buy the dip here and then swing to the happy place. 149 from 148, about 100 higher here, just short term. That's all I'm doing is just buying the pullback here. Oh, this one is definitely a short ski. I'm already short skied, right? Yeah. Oh, one more swing higher. Okay, I have resting cells here. That will work. A little tight, but just slap it on there. I should play it US dollar. That's what I should do. Okay, here's the euro. Next happy area is, what is that, 108.5 on here? 108.5. Got as high as 108. What do we have on the dollar? Dollar comes through. It'll be interesting either way here. Either way. I'm going to get the dollar to go, you know, half a point, half a buck either way. All right, Mexicans moving against the shorts. Ooh, more. It's a good setup there. Okay. Just let it run. Just let that's the pound Aussie, just let it run. Pound Swiss, bought some yesterday, just let it run. Pound yen. Being a dip buyer here, this was on the soft side of the yen. That was my look here. Pound, remember watching this one? This is like a, what, 1, 2, 3 decade low on here, the pound. Kiwi currency, so you buy some and just sit back kind of deal. Trying to grasp a trend. Well, what's this here? This is from June to November. So 5 months. You know, can you put something on, buy it, and then sit on it for 5 months? 210, that'd be a nice swing. You get through here. 210, what's that? That's almost 3,700 pips. Yeah, I could probably sit on my hands. 50 to 1 leverage. What's that roughly? What? Excuse me. Pound. It's part of the channel here, top of the channel, and then we have ADX is reset, ready to go. RSI is moving. It's making a higher high. That's a good thing. See if we get a bottom on here on the Swiss, or on the British pound, double bottom kind of thing. Trying back into the 30s. We shall see. You want to be cautious if you want to be a dip buyer, though. What happens if you come back through the channel here or roll through? This one's a rollover here. Short side, short side. Okay. That was the Kiwi Looney. Short side on this one. That was a good one there, Kev. Thank you. Right, you're short, right? Yeah, you're short. All right, one more time through here. Come on. Press, press, press. Oh. 81, or yeah, 81.65, but probably into here. 82, somewhere around 82. It looks like I'd probably pause. We can start pausing here. On the Kiwi yen and the Kiwi screaming ADX, pretty much done looking at this as a done move. So Kiwi back into 71.50. So it's another 100 lower on the Kiwi. It's I'm treating it. I had to watch this one here. Well, this what's nice about sideways is it's beginning to narrow. So this wider sideways, narrowed, narrowed, narrowed. Now you're basically playing one day. If it breaks out, if this is a longer flag, it's a little bit too long in my book. But you might get one where it pops up and then comes down. That'd be yen related ADX. This is Singapore dollar and the yen. RSI kind of stalled at 50, so this is a sweet looking chart. So it's kind of like buy here, or sell down here, somewhere in this area. Yeah, range narrowed, narrowed, narrowed. Now we're basically from here, so I suppose up in here, narrow range, which is good, right? If you get whipsawed, it's only going to cost you, what, 20 pips or so, 20 ticks. Take it long, you know, here, buy. Well, I'll just buy anyway. All right, so I bought. If it gets up here, you sell it twice. No, that's foolhardy, as they say. What's that? 80-40. Gazawi bet, man. How many decimal spots does this thing go? Kind of a a little shorter. Fun and games. See what happens. If it slides into here, buy some more and it'll alert me. Maybe move these stops down. You know, you're trying to get the breakout here. The breakout, since the longer trend was up, you know, like, well, one more swing higher. You know, here's a weekly. Ran up to the happy hour and came back. So maybe it's a longer sideways here. Singapore dollar. US CAD. I'll have to say resistance 131.50. It has its own deal going on now with oil. Take a look at crude. Still treating this as distribution here. Another up day. EIA, Brent. There you go. Oh, you buggers. Well, I did mention it'd get uncomfortable, didn't I? Buggers. One of those. If the market's loaded long, why isn't it falling? What's this? How many months is this later? A couple of months. Once you find out the poker hands, you don't go another 8 reports without kicking them, right? On the 8th report, now the whole world knows that oil is loaded with longs. We'll see, though. See how it pans out here. Back through. Let's see. Crude oil, 52.65. A little wake me up thing if we come back through. Happy place here at 53. Products, RB. That's a weak bounce. Heating oil. Heating oil is a little bit better. Natty gas. For tomorrow, 3:30. So any swing, I'm going to have to lean that this is like a C wave higher. What's this? Money flow is out. So the lean here short term as a trader is kind of like buy it here and then flip it. I think did I buy one? I'm not long. It's not going to give me anything, is it? Big buggers. That's natty gas. So natty looks like a flip higher. Just a flip. We were talking 16 to 8 cents. Yep, I want to go waiting in the natty gas for 8 cents. Or what's this up here? 26, 12 cents, 6 to 12 higher. Go from a flip from here. All right. Swiss, US Swiss, ADX was it's kind of like bounce, come down, bounce, come down. Down here would probably be a good buy. Substitution, mass confusion. Inside your head. Japanese yen, I'd like to see this thing break 112 and come on down to 110. Come on. Let it all fall apart today. Interest rate hike freaks people out. No, we have non-farm payrolls on Friday. Seasonally adjusted. Mexican profit takers. A little bit of a pause. Little 3 bottom. What do we have up here? 21. Test 21. What's that? A little under 21 for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll take a look here and see. We're looking for, we're like the short side of this, looking for area to add fresh shorts besides underneath the lows. All right. Rock and roll. Oh, I'll bite a little of that one. Just because. All right. Well, look back here. DX. That was U.S. Norski, Norwegian kroner there. All right, so the dollar, right? So we get off the top. Remember, the dollar was loaded with longs too going into this. Remember, at one time, a couple of months ago, talked about that screaming amount of longs in the U.S. dollar. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is it did go below this. So we saw the flurry and came back up, went back through, triggered. Now we're back up to the trigger point. So what I'd like to see is the dollar come back through and get a washout. Some sort of precipitous trend here, none of this one-day stuff. You know, give us 2 days, like Thursday and Friday. Ah, you buggers. All right. So the dollar, that does look weaker here. Cool. Cool. Rock and roll. That's a good one here. All right. Run through the futes over lunch here or over breakfast or blah, blah, blah. Quiet day. We're all waiting for the man or the woman to say good things about us. You labor. Yes. All right. Sorry about that. I had to reset some stuff in my accounts. All right. Try that again. When the sun gets in your eyes. So we saw before Aussie. Streeting this is kind of toppy action here. Roll over, 100 lower here to 74 on 6A. 6B, like the long side, be careful. You want to try and hold support again at 124 and a quarter. I'm trying to blast on through here. Trying to get it to 128, last 126 and a half. Play the short side of this here. So that would mean weaker oil too if all goes swell. Correlation's off. ADX though is still pointing higher. I'm just treating it, I'm leaning on the defensive side here because of the money flow in this thing. This is your Kiwi, or excuse me, Canadian dollar. Euro would like to maybe support down here 106.80. and then aiming for 109. All right, that's what we're aiming for here, our next leg up. Yen, we'd like to see it. I'd like to buy down any type of pullback and then have it go through here and get the carry trade to unwind. Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it? Oil, there's crude. You know, la la la, what's underneath here? Range is narrowing. You know, we're going to get something here. Well, besides the total second week of December sideways action forward, it's getting even narrower. Oil bodies are in here. ADX is reset. Come on, 45. EMD, whoopsie. This is the mid cap type stuff. Futures. S&P mid cap 400 index futures. EMD poked its head through. Reversal bar. Gave it another shot. Not so sweet. Comes down through 16. What's this? How about 1667? There we go. Somewhere in that area. That should do the trick here. And then, whee, 1542. Same type of deal in ES here. Comes back through the meaty part here. What's that? Where are you at? 62. Back through 62. 60. 60 should do the trick, and then it should lose 100. So 100 on here. Watch your S&Ps. It goes up, maybe a gap fill, and then I'd whack it myself here, you know. Volatility is usually at the end of a move. Volatility picks up. You're having a trend change. Bulls and bears are equally flat-footed. What's that tug of war thing? You go nowhere. You guys are using all your strength and going nowhere. Tug of war. Volatility is increasing. They pull, I pull, we pull. ADX is reset though, so. And went up, whacked it half back, and we're down to here. Here's the meaty part. Any type, anything comes in, it comes through here, it's 100 lower. 2260 brings up baguettes, 2160. What is that? The gold thing? Just have to hold on. You're looking for a swing now here. You're trying to see what it's one of those things that you're close enough to it as a bull. You have to kind of, whatever they throw at you. Basically what you're doing is you're saving your money for any dip here to try and push it through the other way. They raise rates, the dollar goes up and then goes back down. People take the profit. Euro dollars did get the move here back to sideways. We're still waiting on C waves here, you know, just because the bar, it's no continuation here. And that's the other one. If we do get a continuation in interest rates, the equities, I feel, will not like it. Third rate hike there. You know, that's the whole thing. We're just waiting on, just for them to drive the economy into the ground. Copper up in here. Looking for some sort of reversal. It's kind of cool. The body's up there. You can get really close. Dollar related, like I said, what happens if the dollar goes up? What about copper here? So RSI is kind of giving it a go here to make new highs, and the RSI is kind of, this dip was a little too much here. Took all the strength, which wasn't much money flow wise, and that's all they could muster. So it's losing momentum. Heating oil, or some days heating oil. Comes through the bottom down here. I'd be a little cautious. Coffee. Weekly. Get rid of that muck. All right, weekly and coffee. Bodies are in it though. I'll have to treat this as a larger sideways, but I do respect the move up off of here. You know, it's still has to make some higher highs here, but at least it's a start. The downside is coffee can trade under $1. It can go to, I think, what, 85 cents or so. So coffee can lose 80%. So basically we're waiting for it to come back through here and maybe get a swing higher into this happy area. Natty gas, basically they're waiting for it to roll through the ATR trailing stop, and then a slice down to back down to 274. ADX is reset. RSI is kind of stalled out. Money flow is it's being chopped out of there, but they're still hanging in there. So, and if it cracks, just like the dollar, I'm looking for deferred contracts here. I need the people willing to sell me, September, October, November, December, January, and February as it slides into this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like one day, buy the September at the low, the next day buy the October at the low, whatever the previous low was, November the following day, December the following day at the low, just hit the low, whatever, like down here, whatever the low was. You get filled and move on to the next one. Of course, then it's, what's the next contract low? You won't get the low, but if you do it on a weekly basis or whatever, you will, if you have deep enough pockets, get the second best low. The whole falling knife thing with weekly is how I like to do that. You're coming in to buy, the thing's falling apart, the put options are just frothy, and you're like, well, I'll buy it. I'll buy the falling knife if you pay me like 3 months worth of rent. Okay. There you go. I was going to buy anyway, and someone just gave me, whatever. What do we have here? Natty gas, 10, 20, 30 cents or something to buy. Oh, really? I'm thinking about buying down here. Oh, all right. What about down here? Oh, that'd be even nicer. Well, it's okay. Sell the 260 put. Someone will pay you 12 cents. Oh, okay. If it doesn't happen, you picked up 12 cents doing something you're going to do anyway, and that's writing naked puts. Naked means you're not short. Naked puts short would mean that you're trying to get out of the thing, trying to collect a little bit more. It's like here, you're basically resting on this to just break through it. Whee! Because we're in Feb, remember? February 1, natty gas. Ugh, trail it tight on this one, on the NAS. That's our little leader now. Didn't like this here in its happy area. It went, ugh, no way. We found, what do we have up here though? Okay, so 5170, want to short some here. If we get a swing through here for FOMC, if we get a swing 5170 here, we're talking, you have to understand at the end of the day kind of deal. If we close up here you're going to be shorting at a new high on the close. The other one, too, is it's going to be Thursday, right? So what about QQQ puts? They'll be cheap, right? So that's the other flip side of that story. Well, I'd like to short up here. Hey, how about this one? Buy some Q puts. While we're at it, let's look at the Qs. So about 125. I talked about 127, didn't get there. Apple, though, did give you pretty good run. I was looking for 126. I think it was like at 118 or 19 or something when I sent out the email over the weekend. So there you go, $8. What did Apple do? 128 and change from, where's Sunday? From here. Oh, actually traded lower for you to get to 120. Oh, thanks, Kev. You betcha. 121. Oh no, Kev. This goes back further. Oh. There we go. Okay, 120 it was from. 121. Okay, so this is a breakout and pullback. 126 is what I was looking for, which was the belly of the orbs. I mean, what do they actually think Apple's going to do, right? Double? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can see the stock market doubling before Apple. That's how I look at it. All right. Orbs looked similar and sort of like this. Kind of filling out up there in the orb. Weekly. This is what I was aiming for to get started. 126, it's above it, so I'm looking for on the short side. It comes back through the happy area 126. Well, then, you know, what happens then there kind of deal. But that's what I'm looking at. This is 2015. This is the all-time highs on Apple in 120. What is that? 120, 126, 127. We'll say 127. Odd numbers. Since the high up here was 134, we'll use odd numbers for support. Resistance, even, odd. What's this one? Odd. We'll call it 113. Okay, so 127 and 113 for Apple here for support levels. But what we're looking for is that, you know, what's going to happen in 2 weeks? Will they remember? Especially if we swing higher in equities and then come back down. You know, if we flush them here, we're just waiting for, you know, plain mumbly peg. Did they move it higher? Did they move the indexes higher? Try to negate the last week and a half of kind of a, well, I guess it'd be a week looking trade on the indexes. So this is one, you know, this is used as part of the currency in program trading. You know, oh yeah, I remember that term. Yeah, it's currency. You know, buy cash, sell futures, vice versa. Right options, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, where's Apple going to be in 9 months? Where's Apple going to be in August? Oh, it'd be nice to be down here, wouldn't it? I don't know. We'll see, though. The deal is you get the setup. What do I have? They didn't want it down here, you know, kind of thing. Whatever. You know, that they think, you know, this was the best that Apple did. I think $14 a share or some number, and then it just declined since then. So this is basically a bouncing. Oh, we came out with a new phone. Okay, well, I'm 2 generations behind kind of deal, you know. We hope we don't run into a recession and the changing of the phone thing begins to slow down. You know, replacement cycle. That's where software comes in. All right, gasoline, a little frothy on here. Like the short set. Well, don't mind short set of gasoline. You're just running into one of those seasonal things. Like sell options, calls, and puts, and just let it go sideways. That's how I look at gasoline. Sugar, oh, got a little bit of a need to do. This needs to hold for the bulls here. You took all these wicks, you have to hold it. We can't have one of these reversal days. Then you're back down to under 20. You know, we're going to need to see some sideways or follow through. Silver just to me is like a retest here. Better off, better looking, little retest of the happy area. Trying to get a swing higher. Room to run in the money flow, room to run in the RSI, and ADX is turning off. So it's like this. Look at this. This is what, 6 days more? Woo! Took off. Half back. Swiped the stops. Went back up. This isn't a decent pattern. You know, any gain, I'm going to whack it. You know, that kind of thing. That's what we're playing. We're playing a whole bunch of post-election, you know, you can see it. That's all they got. Money's going, run. You know, what's this? The Russell down to, what is that? Oh, 1291 area again. Okay, so I have to see this here. This was pretty good. Talked about this yesterday, getting up to what, 60. Where are we here? So it took off, sent out the email. 60, what I was looking for. And we got up to the next, we got up to R1. Oh, look at that. Just a little giddy, are we? Oh, no. And then here, think about this one, though, after today's action. What did it do to the VIX, right? You were looking to go, you know, everybody like myself did a video on Thursday or Friday, whatever, on keep your eye on the VIX. Stay focused. VIX takes off. What happens? Market's going to come back here, right? Market came back. What do I know about today? Well, with Apple, you just know that the psychology is go after it. Well, then I want some of that VIX stuff, right? They're giving me an opportunity, you know. I'm seeing if this is going to be a failure, and then we just slide through here. Then there's like people better not be standing around once we go through 1350. You know, you best be palms out selling. That's in the pit. Whoops. You want to sell, 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 because it's a gas, gas, gas. Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of nice. ADX runs with the Russell up, breaks, it breaks. Reset. Money flow. Oh, what a giveaway, you guys. Oopsie. Up in here too. Oopsie. And then this one, I think we actually looked at it. It's the hourly or something where they got into it. Too much money. Oh yeah, price was below money flow. Price is below money flow. Price is below money flow. Price is above money flow. So they're kind of giddy, and then they really got giddy. Woo! Why are we aiming for this? I suppose I might as well, just in case we get a swing higher. But like I said, I'm leaning on the short side here. Enough of this fuddy-duddy stuff. 70. All right, so we're working on EIA. Or not EIA, excuse me, FOMC. We just did EIA for the oil. Back to VIX. ADX is reset. VIX stuff is cheap. Ugh. Inside action on the Dow. See if it swings above that. That would be 19892. Actually 19891. 19891 is a prime number. Yes. But Kev, these algorithms, yeah, I wonder how they handle prime numbers. Hold on a second, I can't seem to find this in my 2-bys, you know. It's prime number. Oh, that makes it like pie, right? Just turn on those chips, let those just oodles and oodles of just, they're all stuck in an endless loop. Stupid prime numbers, right? You throw a pie at something and it just goes on. I'm waiting for my signal. Oh, I'm waiting to finish my answer, you know. Oh yeah, I know. It's mathematics, you know. Have to explain something and then program it in. That poked through. Come on, right through there. 19,860. 19,640. Try that again, Kev. Yeah, 38. 19,638. What are the bodies down here? Look for it to come through. If not, then it's easy to manipulate. Stupid Dow. Ooh, RSI divergence. Woo! Higher high, lower RSI. ADX is turned down. That's how we're, yeah, let's just walk them off the plank. Walk them off the plank. Let's walk them. Swing higher at fade. And come into here and fill the gap. Ooh, we have a breakaway gap for the week. Yeah, just slide. Come on, just slide through here and sell Thursday, Friday. What's going on? We're taking profits. Profits. I bought the election. Yeah, you did. Whoops. All right, money flow here. What's this, a 4-hour chart? Yeah, too many bodies are in this thing. Come on. Let's take 2,000 out of the Dow. Let's put, what's you know, what's this, 8%? What's 8, 10, 12% amongst friends? Just get it out of the way. You know, just drop this thing. You know, 2,000 points. That won't scare anybody. They're perma bulls, remember? They've been conditioned. Bonds. Well, swing. Come on, that's a start. ADX reset, so we're waiting on a trend, sideways action. Money flow's coming out, and I'll treat this as like an A, B, C wave. We're trying for 152 here on bonds. Need to clear 150.16. Bonds drop, stocks then drop, then they go running back into bonds. Just torture these people. This is a 2-hour chart. See that ADX reset? Let yourself a little droppy do. Trend cracked, and that was the end of that story. Sideways action. All right, bonds. Stupid corn. We'll treat it as sideways. Fade any rally. We'll let that dollar get in there and pressure stuff. Fives. Stuck in a range. There's the trigger low here. We're looking for areas to short on these. That's the whole deal. Not play the swing. We're looking for areas to short. What is this? 118. I'll take a lichen to that one. Lichen. Doesn't that grow on the north side of the tree? All right. What do we have? Bean oil. Money is out of it. Came down to the happy place. What is that? 80 cents. I'll have to keep my eyes on that. 80. What's 80 cents times $6? $480. Yeah, I'll have to keep my eyes on this one. It's one of the, it's, I mean, okay. How many of these things do you play, right? If you have, 300 million to throw at something, you're going to have to spread it out everywhere, right? If you have, 30,000, you should only really play one thing and just all day long. Just take, a couple $100 out of it, that kind of deal. One thing. Learn it. Live it. Love it. Yeah, ABC higher. Oh. All right. Bean oil. Areas to fade. Stupid meal. I still say this is just a reaction pattern after tumbling like this. I came out of this here too. Oh, you guys, come on. I want my beans to come down. You guys are eating into my schedule here. Well, there's still snow on the ground. We have to tell people that there's not a drought coming. It's kind of like Apple's earnings. Captain Obvious. No, it's the same type of deal. Just waiting for some sort of swing on here. Swing music. So this is my story, right? When I go to bed early, like when the sun sets, it's kind of nice at 4:30 in the afternoon in the wintertime, but it kind of sucks in the summertime when it's 9 o'clock at night because of, if you get up at midnight or 2 in the morning, you have some London action, on days that, you would need to get into London. Natty gas trades over London hours, you're getting up before the herd, So about 8:30 in the morning, and I begin to get restless because I've already put in hours, right? And then by 9:30, I've put in a full shift on 2 continents, right? And I'm like, yeah. So yesterday I picked up my guitar and stuff, and while I was digging through that box to find a book on cycles, I found some old CDs with sounds and stuff in there. So I warmed up the old laptop and plugged in some tracks and practiced my scales. Came naturally. Just like playing the trumpet. There's one for you. Only 3 to push. All right. So this is the world famous Fed Fund futures. Money's moved into this thing down here. If nothing happens, if this data is correct, it should be a bounce. But I'm actually looking for something different. Like, how about we look at the spread on these little buggers? Here you go. ZQ. I think that's actually some sort of Morse code thing, right? ZQ. All right, Fed Fund futures, blah, blah, blah. Fed Fund futures, as they tread lower, this is interest rates, okay? So right now, they have us going to 2% by January 20, 98. 0 is 100. So they have 2% by 20. All right, we're definitely gonna, I have to believe we're gonna be higher than 2%, which means that this is gonna come down even further. And what I'm looking for is, here's volume, but I was looking for the active one. April, ZQ. So I'm looking for, not the dollar. Where'd my ZQ go? ZQ. Oops, we need to put in the month. ZQJ7, April. All right, okay. Rate hikes, ADX, and came in. Oh, I tell you. Fastest loss. Swipe the lows here, huh? I'm just looking for the world famous, what happens if, how many people they think that they're wrong or right on this whole tightening cycle thing here. You know, 3 times, 2 times, 1 time, no times. Well, I think they're going to actually lower rates. The stock market would definitely not like that. Ooh, volume bars. Volume bars. Okay, so that's our short covering. So we're looking for some sort of fade action on here on euro dollars. It says March. If something should come up here, 98.95. But this is March, so you're gonna want to go out, of course. I was just looking. CQ, ZS, frickin' beans. Don't mess with me, man. I'll slap you silly. 2, same thing, looking for a C wave. Places to short, you're looking for places to short. Wheat ski, oh boy. Look at that. We have a low, another attempt and failure, break on out, a retest of the breakout. But we're there. We need to score up in here. What are you? 37. Holy buckets. Might be onto something here, Johnny. EDX can turn, but the money's in here. So, grrr. Oh. So that's a reversal. We're up to 18 again. I have to watch this. La la la. Good pump up, come down. Is this short covering? Well, I hope not. That's 25 for support. 25, 23, right? 23, 23. I won't treat this as a head and shoulders. Oh, good. Nice sideways pattern. Higher lows. Need to put on a trend line. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to post this video. Basically, we're looking for some sort of non-logical whipsaw here in watch crude oil on the short side. Watch this EMD on the short side. Watch follow through selling on that. I mean, this is the meaty part here. ES loses 22.60. It's on its way to 21.60. So hold your shorts. Gold, it's like for the swing, whatever. If you have a profit, whatever. You're trying to get out of the deal there. It's a combination of the U.S. dollar and stuff. We're looking for in U.S. debt paper. you know, euros stuff, notes, bonds, 2s and 5s and stuff is a run into debt after equities roll over. You know, if S&Ps lose another 100 here, they're going to have to park somewhere, right? So they park in overnight paper, which would be like euro dollars. Maybe they move into April Fed fund futures, you know, heating oil, coffee, natty gas. We're looking for natty to come through and roll over hard. There's Apple again, 128. Whoopsie. Apple's losing its highs. Did it get to one? Not telling me the high, you bugger. What am I looking for? How about that? $128.74. Okay. ADX, RSI, ADX. Where's my money flow? Oh, no money? None of the money, huh? Money flow. Priced above. They're just, the money's just going in there to pump this thing. All right, so what do we have? 2 days until options are done here, right? RSI. So we're running into issues here. Just short-term stuff. That was like 5-minute stuff here. The bodies are here, huh? 127.40. So 127 puts. 127 puts. So that's what you're trying to score here. You figure you're gonna bend these people over. So we go into products, Apple. Puts. What do you think they'll remember in a week or two? Any coinage? 129s. Oh, you buggers. 130 puts. Oh, you guys are killing me. All right, hold on a second here. We're going to have to do some of those. What are those things called? 109, but there's a bazillion of you at 30. So 1.5 more to go. So what do we need to do here? We need to buy one of these, right? Buy a calendar, right? February. Buy the deferred and sell the front. No, we want to go the other way. So we want to sell this. Do I have any coin? I get a credit of 83 cents. Some sort of rules and regulations. And it's pulled off. All right, so in here, and I'll leave you with this. Not that, but try this again. This. Apple. All right, Apple. So what I did here is I bought 129 puts and I sold the deferreds on here. The open interest is at 130 or whatever. I'm just splashing this on to just keep it as a reference point here. I saw the open interest at 130. So the gunning and the running here is 130. So what I'll do is I'll put something. Let's see here. How about a duplicate order? 129. How about 130? 130s. Buy the front, sell the deferred. Credit is 85. What's my loss? Ooh, that's right. Loss can be more. We'll do it that way. Yeah, whatever. All right. So 130s. All right. So that's under working orders. $85. So we're basically selling the 30s. What I'm doing is there's still going to be some premium on there at around 130 because of the open interest. That's what I think we're probably doing is just trying to pinch the guy in the puts there. Well, some talk that it was some kid who got an inheritance and he's you know, what is that? Rolling Stones, Hang Fire, you know, $10,000 at whatever, 50 to 1, Hang 5. Hang Fire. I'm not a lyricist. Yes, that's the downside. I did, though, meet a guy that does know the words, the lyrics part. So that could be a good thing. Perpetual royalties just goes on forever till it becomes public domain, like Mickey Mouse. Blasphemy. All right, I'm gonna let you go because I smell cinnamon rolls. And everyone have yourself a wonderful day. Bye bye.